Okay, so we'll discuss about linear equations today. What is a linear equation? Okay, what is a linear equation? The standard definition of a linear equation is if an equation is of a form ax plus by plus equals c, then this is called linear equation in two variables x and y. So in this equation, there are two components. One is x and y, that is variables, and there are a, b, and c. A, b, and c are constants. Okay, so this is standard definition of a linear equation. So what does it represent? What does this equation represent? A linear equation represents a straight line. Linear equation is nothing but a straight line. Okay, to understand it better, let us replace these values a, b, and c by some numbers. So say for example, we have an equation 2x plus y equal 10, right? This is a linear equation given to us. How can we say that it is a straight line? If we take various values of x and corresponding values of y and plot those points on a graph paper on a Cartesian plane, we'll find, and we join those points, we'll find a straight line. How? So for this, we'll have to take various values of x and y. So let us make a table of values of x and y. What best can we do here? We should write such equations in this form: y equals 10 minus 2x, right? This can be written by bringing this 2x to right side of this equality sign. Okay, so for x is equal to 1, for if we take the value of x as 1, the value of y will be, for x1, value of y will be 10 minus 2 into 1, that is 8. So 1 comma 8. In terms of ordered pair, if we write x first, y at second place in a bracket, then this ordered pair 1 comma 8 represents a point in a Cartesian plane. For 2, for x equals 2, we have y equals 10 minus 2 into 2, that is 6. So we have another point 2 comma 6. Similarly, for 3, we just calculate from the equation directly. 10 minus 2 into 3, that is 4. So we have a third point 3 comma 4. Similarly, 4, for x equals 4, we will have y equals 10 minus 2 into 4, that is 2. And for 5, we have 0, right? You can check it from here also. Put x equal to y 5, then y will be 10 minus 2 into 5, that is 0. There are more some more values also, but for the sake of simplicity, we'll take these 5 points only, right? So we have in total 5 points, these 5 points, 4 comma 2, 5 comma 0, right? So plot these points in a Cartesian plane like this. In a Cartesian plane, this is a y-axis, this is x-axis, positive y, positive x-axis, this is negative y-axis, this is negative x-axis. All right, so label these axes, like put x equals 1 here, 2 here, 3 here, 1 2 3 4 here, 5 here. Okay, all these distances between uh, consecutive uh, numbers should be equi spaced, right? These must be equispaced. These points must be equispaced. This is point 0, origin. This is called origin. The intersection of x and y axis is called origin. Its coordinates are 0, 0. All right. Now on y axis, mark these points 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and say 8 here. All right. Let us do it. All right. So for x, we have value of y as 8. So what do we do? On x equals 1, we plot a vertical line just parallel to y axis, and from y equals 8, we draw a horizontal line just parallel to x axis. The point where these 2 points intersect each other gives us the point 1, 8. Okay. Similarly, for x equals 2, we have y equals 6. So draw a horizontal line from y6 and vertical line from 2. We get a point this. Likewise, we have 3, 4, 3, 4. So from 4, a horizontal line, from 3, vertical line like this, somewhere here. 4, it is 2. So the point will be somewhere here, and for 5, it will be here itself because there is y value is 0. So when you join these points together, you'll get a straight line, right? So this is confirmed that linear equation represent a straight line. So this is straight line is being represented by the equation 2x plus y equals 10. So is there any situation that can be modeled by this equation or any equation of this kind? Let us explore it by an example. Say you go to a stationery shop and you uh, say, for example, buy 2 pens and 1 notebook. All right. And suppose 1 pen costs you $X and 1 notebook costs you $Y. All right, $Y. In total, when you bought these items from the shop, the shopkeeper asked you to pay $10, right? Total payment. So this situation can be modeled by the given equation. How? You bought 2 pens and 1 pen cost $X. So for pens you pay how much? For pens you pay $2x, right? And for notebooks, how much do you pay? You pay 1 into $Y, that is simply $Y. Total payment is 2x plus y in dollar terms, and it is known that you paid $10. So this is how a situation is modeled by the linear equation. All right. Okay. So the next thing is that ax plus by plus c equals 0. Sorry, ax plus by equals c is the only way to represent a straight line. Whether this is the only way to represent a straight line. So the answer is no. The given equation, the given form ax plus by equals c is standard form. All right, it is standard form of straight line. We use more popularly the slope intercept form of the straight line, that is y equals mx plus c. This form is slope intercept form. Okay, slope intercept form. what is slope and what is intercept in this equation? This is the slope intercept form, and here this m is called slope and the c is called y-intercept. Generally, we say it intercept, but particularly it is y-intercept. So let us understand these two terms, m and x, that is m and c, that is slope and y-intercept. What does it mean to us? All right. So a general definition is of slope is it is an inclination or it is a tilt of a line over x-axis. In other words, you can say the angle it is formed with x-axis is called slope. A given uh, straight line, if a given straight line makes some angle with x-axis, then this angle is known as slope of that line. And y-intercept is a distance between a point at which this straight line intersects y-axis and the origin. That is the distance between origin and the point where this line intersect or cuts the y-axis is known as y-intercept. Generally, we can suppose this is some given line mx plus c, right? Hypothetically, this is y equals mx plus c. So see, this line cuts y-axis here at point A, suppose, and this is origin O, right? So this distance OA is y-intercept, that is c, right? And this angle is m. Okay. All right. Let us take an example and try to understand it in better way. Suppose we have been given an equation y is equal to x plus 1, right? Or y equals 2x plus 1, right? Suppose there are two equations. If you compare these equations with the y equals mx plus c, you find that the slope of the first line is 1 and intercept of the first line is also 1, while in second line m is 2 and c is 1, right? Okay, so this is slope and intercept of a line. All right. So what does this slope and intercept mean in a practical sense? Is how does it make a practical sense to us? Can there is there any situation that can be modeled by this equation? Yeah, definitely. Suppose there is a institute. There is an institute. Say there is an institute uh, X, right? It offers courses, short-term courses, ranges from 1 month to 12 months. Means like this. For simplicity, we are just taking an hypothetical example that this institute is offering courses of length 1 month to 12 months, right? It depends on a candidate whether he chooses a course of 1 month or 2 months or 3 months or so, right? As per the rule, the institute charges a fixed fee. Okay, suppose institute charges a fixed fee or admission fee, call it admission fee to this institute is, say for example, a $F, right? If you are taking admission, then you will have to pay $F. Apart from this, the monthly fee you pay is $V per month. Okay, $V per month. Suppose you you choose a course of length, say n months. Okay, so how much will you pay in these n months, right? So total payment will be, first you pay $F to get admission, then you pay V dollars each month, right? And how many months you were in course? N months. So we multiply this V by N. So your total payment will be F plus N into V. If we take this, we denote this payment as P, then we have an equation F plus NV here, right? F plus NV here. Now you can just compare it with y equals mx plus c, right? So what is, you can write it here like NV plus F. Now this is easy to compare. Now NV plus F is equal to mx plus c, right? Here, what are the dependent and independent variables? See, for various values of number of months, you pay different amount. Means if you choose a course of 1 month, you will pay less. If you choose a course of 2 months, you will pay more. For 3, you will pay even more, and so on. So while there is a change in this n, the total payment will be changed. So the total payment depends on the values of n. So n is what? N is independent variable and p is dependent variable, right? P is dependent variable because its value depends on the values of n number of. So in this way, you can model a situation by this y equal to mx plus c, right? Now let us uh, explore this slope even further. Say slope can be found uh, if you are given an equation explicitly like y equals mx plus c, then you compare the given equation with y equals to mx plus c and find the value of m, that is the value of slope. But what if you are not given an equation and you are asked to find the slope of a line? So for this you use a formula. What is the formula? Suppose a line passes through 2 points. Suppose a line L, right? Line L passes through 2 points. Passes through 2 points. Say point P, whose coordinates are x1 comma y1, and point Q, whose coordinates are x2 comma y2, right? Then what is the slope of this line? The slope of this line is governed by the equation or by the formula y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1. Okay, for example, suppose there is a line which passes through 2 points, say 1 comma 2, and second point say 4 comma 5. Then what is the slope of this line? The line that is passing through these 2 points is y2 minus y1. Y2 is 5, y1 is 2. So 5 minus 2 divided by x2 is 4, x1 is 1. So divided by 4 minus 1, it is 3 by 3, that is 1. So slope of this line is 1. So this is how you find the slope, right? Okay. Now suppose a line or a situation is uh, modeled by equation y equals mx plus c, right? So in practical sense, what does this m tell? What does this m tell us, right? This m actually tells us the slope is rate of change, rate of change. Okay, so rate of change of what? This slope is a rate of change of y values, values of y, right? Rate of change of y. Okay, that means if there is a unit change in variable x, the rate at which y changes is called the slope, right? For example, suppose uh, an equation is given y equals 2x plus 2x plus 5, right? So in this case, what does this uh, slope 2 means? What does this slope 2 uh, uh, tell us in practical sense? It tells us that if there is a unit change in x, right, then the y will be changed by 2, right? For better understanding, let us calculate the different values of y for different values of x, right? So for say for x, let us construct a table. For x equals 1, y gives you value of what? 7. 2 plus 5, that is 7, right? For x equals 2, the value of this y becomes 2 into 2 is 4 plus 5, that is 9. Then for 3 it is 3 into 2 6 plus 5, that is 11, right? And so on. So you can see that for each unit change, means from a value of x when changes from 1 to 2, there is a change of this, say 2 to 4. There is a change of 2 to 4 in this component of y, right? 2, 2. Okay, or you can see it from here also. This is 2, this is 2. So for each unit change in x, y, there is a change of 2 units in y. So that is practically a slope tells us. And what does this intercept practically tells us? This intercept tells us that whatever value of x be, the minimum value of y will always be 5, right? Will always be 5, because for x equals 0, the y is 5. So we can better understand this by an example. Suppose there is say there is a small uh, factory, or say there is some bakery which only uh, manufactures cakes, right? So there are two types of cost in any business. One is fixed cost and one is variable cost, right? So for suppose in this case, the bakery has a fixed cost of uh, dollar f, right? And there is variable cost of dollar v per unit of cake or V per cake, right? What does it mean? It means that even if the bakery doesn't manufacture even a single piece of cake, it will have to bear a cost of $F. All right. So its total payment will be, total cost, let us say capital C, is F plus V, and this, let us see, let us write number of cakes as N. Okay. So suppose if the bakery manufactures N number of cakes, then total cost it incurs is F plus N by V. But if it doesn't manufacture even a single cake, even then it will have to incur a cost of $F. So this F is what? This is y-intercept, right? So this is the minimum value of C, minimum value of this variable C. All right. So cost can never be less than F. So this is all about this session. Thank you so much.